So I want to go over a couple of quick plants that we talked about the other day, one of which is this plant right here. This is celery, and just to give you a few examples of how some plants share the same kind of chemical characters and as well as their leaf characteristics. This is a close relative. This is a cilantro, which I was drawing a blank on for a second. This is parsley. This is a third species called lovage. Lovage and parsley look very similar. If you crush them up, they have almost the identical smell to them. These are very specific compounds to that particular family called the Apiaceae, or used to be called the Apiaceae. Cilantro has a slightly different fragrance to it. A lot of people think it tastes or smells like soap, but it's the same kind of class of chemical compounds that do that. You can see this is cilantro that's gone to seed behind me. So this is a very large family. It also includes things like carrots. If you crack a fresh carrot out of the ground, it will often have the exact same smell as things like parsley, lovage, celery, cilantro, all in the same family. Another good example of families that share similar chemical compounds are the mints. This is oregano, a lot of you probably recognize, so it has that typical kind of smell like pizza a little bit. And then this is a type of fresh mint, I believe it's spearmint. Peppermint has a very strong fragrance to it. But the mint family, or Lamiaceae, is another family that is loaded with all sorts of different chemical compounds. Many other plants will share the same things like milkweed will also share chemical compounds, cardiac glycosides. So you do get throughout evolution a class of compounds that will evolve and then kind of radiate throughout one particular family. So one particular family might be loaded with different compounds, and then no other families will have those similarities. So this is a typical milkweed flower. This is a tropical milkweed, and this orange flower here, this is the native milkweed that we have on Long Island. And if you break the leaves of the tropical one, you see it has this white milky sap that comes out of there, also from the flower stalk. You notice that the flowers are very, very similar in appearance, just slightly different coloring, but they are two totally different species, this one being tropical, this one being a native Long Island plant. Both of them, however, share this milky latex, which is loaded with something called cardiac glycosides, which are the ones that we talked about in class the other day, that the monarch caterpillars have the ability to kind of sequester inside their own bodies in order to prevent them from being poisoned by it.
Done?
Yep.